you ever wish that you could win a life-changing amount of money? Well, that's exactly what the appropriately named Chris Moneymaker did when he won the 2003 World Series of Poker main event. The main event is like the Super Bowl of poker. It's the most prestigious and the biggest tournament there is. And that prize wasn't the only way that his life changed after he won. According to ESPN, after his victory, he won a sponsorship sponsorship deal from Poker Stars, which meant his full-time job was now to travel the world and to play poker full-time. And his life wasn't the only thing that changed when he won. His win made poker and the World Series of Poker explode in popularity. It made completely average people think that they had the shot at being the next big winner. Chris Moneymaker was just an ordinary accountant, and he bought into an $86 satellite tournament on PokerStars.com and won it. The satellite tournament is a tournament that you buy into, and if you win a entry into a bigger tournament. So he won that satellite, and by winning it, he got an entry into a bigger satellite tournament, which he then won, and the winner of that tournament got a entry into the World Series of Poker, which is normally costs $10,000. He then went on to miraculously win the World Series of Poker main event out of a pool of 839 people, many of whom were some of the greatest professional poker players in the world. This win sprung him into celebrity status in the poker world. He was given a sponsorship by Poker Stars that involved him traveling the world full-time to play live poker events. He is still playing live poker today and is still sponsored by Poker Stars. He has worked his initial $2.5 million win into a net worth of $16 million. It wasn't just Chris's life that changed when he won. The entire game of poker changed. According to poker listings, the number of entries in the World Series of Poker had only increased from 7,200 to 7,500 from 2002 to 2003. Practically no growth at all. Poker and the World Series of Poker in particular had seemed to have plateaued in popularity leading up to 2003. That all changed with the Moneymaker effect. In 2004, entries nearly doubled with 13,000 entries, then 31,000 entries in 2005, and 48,000 entries in 2006. To add even more to the excitement among amateur players, an amateur won the following year for $5 million. This also led to him becoming a professional poker player. Entries in online satellite tournaments also skyrocketed. According to Poker Stars, they only sent 30 players to the World Series via satellite tournaments in 2003. A year later, they sent over 300, and then 1,100 a year after that. Moneymaker had given ordinary people the belief that they could go and win some life-changing amount of money and become famous overnight playing poker. The impact that he made on poker is now referred to as the Moneymaker effect. Poker is unlike any other game or sport in the world in that you don't have to be one of the greatest players to play on the biggest stage. It'd be like a football fan being able to go play in the Super Bowl. Even if it is beyond a long shot for amateur poker players to win the main event, the excitement that comes at the possibility of it at all is enough to bring people from all over the world to participate. Not to mention that even if you don't win, it's still a really cool experience for people. They get to be around the lifestyle of poker and feel like a big-time high roller. They get to potentially meet and play with some of the biggest names in poker. They also get to meet potentially celebrities outside of poker that play in the main event as well. So as you can see, the Moneymaker effect was absolutely huge for the game of poker and had a life-changing effect on Chris Moneymaker's life. It made Moneymaker rich and famous overnight, and it caused poker to grow on a massive scale. It made people believe that they too had the chance to win big in poker. It sent the numbers of entries into poker tournaments skyrocketing and led to huge increases in activity in online poker. As the old saying goes, all you need is a chip in the chair, and Moneymaker made people really start believing that.